Okay, let's look through an old TV guide. This is from January 3rd of 1987. Broadcast TV. These old TV guides, it's not just nostalgia. This is sort of a snapshot into what was going on TV, who were the stars, what were the shows, etc. We got Angela Lansbury here, Murder, She Wrote. Probably about as popular as it got around that time. Okay, here's a real cheese ad. I think real cheese was not real cheese, but what do I know? Here's some guys arm wrestling and smoking Camel cigarettes. That's how we did it in the 80s, man. It can be murder putting this show together. Yeah, so if you were a Murder, She Wrote fan, this might be a fun article giving you some details about the show. That was one of the things that was fun about these TV guides if you bought them. Not everybody bought these, and not everybody bought them every week. Sometimes you just grab it every month or so. Take a look through it, see what's on, see what you might have forgot to look for. What's this? 1986 in review, the 10 best TV movies. This might be fun to look through. Okay, looks like they're gonna list them. That's good. I'm assuming these would be like made for TV movies and not just like movies that were in the theater and ended up getting shown on network TV. Blood and Orchids. Sound like sort of a romance novel type deal. A TV soap or whatever. News at 11. Martin Sheen. That might be fun. Looks like there was an LA Law movie that they liked. Maybe the pilot? I'm not sure. Under the Influence. Andy Griffith. Yeah, there's the Martin Sheen one. Anastasia. I think we saw that in another one I went through. Let's move on. These don't excite me too much. I don't know about you all. Marlboro Lights. So we got our Camels, we got our Marlboros. Days and Lights of Molly Dodd. That was kind of a big deal when it came on. I'm not sure why. It was just, maybe they just advertised it correctly. It was Blair Brown. I definitely remember that show. And I was a kid. I don't know why I would like that show, but I did. Is that... Can't tell for sure. Dennis Miller. Let's see if this is who I think it is. Oh, I guess not. Above right, Lisa Cutter. Okay. Don't recognize her. Page for soaps, page for sports. Looks like Eric Dickerson there. Still has a record for most yards in a single season, if you don't remember that. Video cassettes. Let's see what they got. Looks like we got Bruce Springsteen. Of course, we got Jane Fonda. Music event. Live in concert home video starring The Boss. Looks like maybe they had a video associated with that live album that he put out, which I did not know. I got the live album, but I know there was a video that went along with it. Sleeper of the Year, Turtle Diary. I think that's still a sleeper because I've never heard of that. There's Gary Shandling again. Don't know what it is about that guy. He was around in the 80s. Seems like he's in a lot of these TV guys that I cover. Rent a Hunk. This is fun. I don't think they put these in every one, but it actually has the Nielsen ratings for the best shows. And it's not a surprising list, right? Cosby, Family Ties, Cheers, Murder, She Wrote, what did I tell you? Golden Girls, Night Court, Moonlighting, Dallas, Growing Pains, Who's the Boss? I'm surprised Growing Pains was above Who's the Boss. They were both good, though. But I always think of Who's the Boss as being a little cut above the others, except maybe Family Ties. Here's the movies that would be on the pay channels, such as HBO, Cinemax. We got Breakfast Club. We got Ape and Super Ape. Where are my Ape and Super Ape fans at? A chorus line. I remember that being a pretty big deal. Enemy Mine, Falcon and the Snowman, Eddie and the Cruisers. I mean, we're right back in the 80s. The Great Muppet Caper. Jewel of the Nile. Mischief. Where are my Mischief fans at? If you know, you know. And I'm not going to say anything else about that except Mischief, Kelly Preston. If you don't know, you definitely missed out. You definitely missed out. All right, Saturday Morning in 87. Kissy Fur's on. Wuzzles are on. Transformers, there we go. G.I. Joe and Transformers, man, they're starting it off strong in Indiana. Got Gummy Bears going up against Care Bears. Which bears are you going to choose? I'm choosing Gummy Bears. The Real Ghostbusters cartoon, Rainbow Bright. The World of Photography. Got a whole hour show about model railroading. It'd be probably fun, though. I wonder what they talked about for a whole hour every week. Foofer. So you got Kissy Fur and you got Foofer. Let's Talk with Daisy Kinchelli. Probably some Yokel, Indiana thing, but that's funny. Punky Brewster cartoon. Babe Winkleman's Good Fishing. Are you guys Babe Winkleman fans? Got Gem cartoon coming on at 1:30. That's pretty weird on a Saturday. That's random. All right, Saturday night prime time, 1987, January. Facts of Life, 227, Golden Girls, Amen, Hunter. It's kind of funny, sort of family type sitcoms, and then they just throw Hunter on there. Some show called Game Plan. Maybe we'll keep an eye out for that at 8, because I remember Sledgehammer, remember Spencer for Hire. I don't remember Game Plan. Might not have lasted very long. Outlaws, looks like they're going to tell us about that. These ads are so great because they give us details that we probably don't remember. All right, let's see what Game Plan is. What's this Outlaws? Looks like a bunch of dudes we never heard of. Series premiere? So this was a whole series, not just like a one-time thing. Their last showdown was 1899. Then they ran out of time and into today. So some kind of like time travel show. That's pretty hilarious. But I mean, these dudes, come on. You're tuning in for these dudes? We tune in for Sally Field any day of the week. Although that Kiss Me Goodbye is a pretty awful movie, as much as I like Sally Field. Let's see what this game plan... Oh, documentary? Okay, then. Yeah, Outlaws. William Lucking, Richard Roundtree. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Sally Field, Jeff Bridges, good cast, just not a good movie. But we love Sally Field. So you get the I Love Lucy episodes on video cassette. $4.99 would be a super deal back in the 80s. I think we're going to see an ad for this Time Life Books. That's a great ad for Saturday Night Main Event. Coming on pretty late at night. Steel cage match. WWF would have been at their peak in the 80s. Captain Lou Albano, Rowdy Roddy. Looks like they're going to show this instead of Saturday Night Live, which is probably good. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. You can watch Lester Summerall. Watch Inhumanoids. That's a pretty radical cartoon from what I remember. Google that one if you haven't heard of it. Inhumanoids. Pretty hard edge, I think, for a cartoon. All right, Sunday evening. Looks like we got the AFC playoffs in January. Guess that's about right. Disney movie. Guess we'll find out which one later. Murder, She Wrote. Valerie. MTV Top 20. There we go. So it was coming on a regular VHF channel. That would have been awesome. I never saw any MTV content on regular channels where I was. I guess in Indiana they were kicking it, man. Respect to those people in the Midwest. Because music videos are just so amazing in the 80s. It's a new thing. Look at this double switch thing. Oh, that's a Disney movie. Kind of rings a bell. Look at this. What is this? Game show? Okay. Stephanie Powers looking super serious there. All of Me movie with Lily Tomlin and Steve Martin. I think that was like a body switch type movie or something. I think it was not too great. Yeah. First Blood. I saw this in another one I went through. Guess they were just showing it a lot in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, Steve Martin, these two are great, but I think the movie's not that funny. I could be wrong. Stephanie Powers is lushing it up. She got the cigarette and the whiskey, man. She's doing it all in one hand. Can you guys pull that off now? That's how we did in the 80s. One hand, cigarette and whiskey. Anybody remember Footloose movie? I was watching that a few years ago, and he's a high school kid. He's like drinking and smoking cigarettes. I'm like, I guess in the 80s that was normal because I never thought anything about it. But now I'm like, wait a minute. He's in high school. How does he even have access to all this? It's all fun, folks. It's just entertainment. It's nothing serious. Like everything now is so serious. What is this? Oh, Cinemax. Cinemax Sessions, a gospel session. Paul Simon. Okay. And we got Luther, one of the greatest voices of all time. If you don't know, you better know. Mother-daughter pageant, 1987. Okay, then. My Little Pony and Friends as you're getting ready for school on Monday morning. Or Mask. Mask was a trip, man. It was kind of weird, kind of low-budget knockoff, but still good. Robotech. If you're sitting around, you can at 10:30 you can watch Today in Indiana. I can tell you all about, I don't know what, cornfields and the Indy 500. Look at these great ads. Facts of Life. Looks like they were in syndication. Carter Country with my guy from Little House. What was his name? Victor French. Monday Night, 1987. Some movie called The Steel That Wouldn't Die. I hope there's an ad for that because that sounds pretty crazy. Honeymooners. Indiana Pacers basketball. MacGyver. Some movie called On Fire. And look, Footloose. I did not plan that, folks. It's in the ether, man. All right, we got to see why Honeymooners is on in 1987. Maybe it's a special. And I want to see what this Steel Wouldn't Die and this On Fire is. So we got 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Here we go. If you were in Indiana, were you getting your news from Mike King and Kevin Orpert? Look at these great ads, folks. Come on now. Look at Stringfellow Hawk right here. Do you guys remember Stringfellow Hawk? The Riptide guys were great. Would like to see that now to see if it holds up because that was a fun show. Remington Steele was great. Okay, here's that On Fire. A Great American Tragedy. Looks like it's from 1972. Laid off aerospace engineer, faced unemployment. The nightmare of unemployment at age 50. Man, talk about, think about how that is now. I won't even say more. Look at this great ad. It's like a hand-drawn deal with Remington Steele. Got some guy here looking more like Adrian Zamed than Remington Steele. Okay, 2-hour premiere movie. If you thought their wedding was the end, I didn't realize they got married. See, now I'm intrigued. I gotta go catch up on my Remington Steele lore. They got married? Oh, Jack Scalia? I'm totally confused. But now I'm super intrigued. MacGyver, we all know MacGyver. All right, so we saw what On Fire was, but we didn't see what was that other thing we were gonna look for? Some crazy nonsense. Oh, the Steel That Wouldn't Die. Maybe that's just the Remington Steele 2-hour deal. There's the On Fire thing. Kate and Allie, Newhart. It's funny, Kate and Allie was popular show. I never watched 1 second of it, but it was very popular and well loved. Looks like this Honeymooner is just a regular episode. It's got Jackie Gleason, so it's the original. Look at this great ad. That's so great. Lori Singer looking awesome. Yeah, you want to see it without commercials, but yeah, what a great movie. A sign of the times, a snapshot. Look at what it says. Let's see how they describe it. A bouncy soundtrack adds step to Footloose, about a city-bred teenager fighting to organize a school dance in a repressive Midwestern town. I mean, that pretty much sums it up. And don't forget our girl Sarah Jessica Parks, SJP, up in there. We love her. Yeah, if you don't know, these Time Life books were a pretty big deal in the 80s. You get a whole set of books. I think they were pretty expensive, but it was a thing. All right, that was Monday in 1987. Now we're on a Tuesday. Tuesday night. Matlock, Hill Street. Honeymooners again. What is the deal? And they're showing the Pacers. What, in Indiana? I guess they just show the Pacers every night of the week. Who's the Boss? Growing Pains, Moonlighting, Jack and Mike. The Wizard Show. Good stuff. So much good stuff in the 80s. Yeah, check this out. Some of the 160 reasons why it takes so long to make one episode of Moonlighting. I think it had become slightly controversial because like they didn't have as many episodes as they were supposed to that year or something. They only had like 20 instead of 26. People didn't care. They liked the show. Some show called Women of Substance. British drama. Look at this. And that's the kid from Mischief. Hill Street, Davenport taken hostage. Great ad, though. At Mother's Request. Looks like this was like a two-part deal, like a mini-series type deal. Not a lot of other big names in there, though. Like I said, though, she's got the whiskey and the cigarette in one hand, man. Can you guys pull that off? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Is that the look around the house? Today in Indiana. Pretty cool. Newlywed Game and the Dating Game. I don't remember her. I definitely remember him. The all-new Dating Game. Who is she? Somebody leave me a comment and tell me. I gotta know. Wednesday night, Highway to Heaven, Give Me a Break, You Again, and Saint Elsewhere. Can't remember what that You Again is. But it's going up against Perfect Strangers, Head of the Class, Dynasty Hotel, or Mike Hammer, Magnum, and Equalizer. Man, see, you had broadcast TV, you had like 3 channels, and you still had tons to choose from. That's how we kicked it in the 80s, man. Now we got 500 channels and nothing to look at. You end up watching like a YouTube video. You end up watching this YouTube video, which you're watching right now. And you made the right choice. Fun ad here. If you don't remember this show, those are the two guys. Mike Hammer. Jeff Conway's on Mike Hammer this week. Ain't Misbehavin' on USA. Interesting. That would be pretty good. The original cast from the Broadway show, just on regular USA channel. That's pretty cool. You Again. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They didn't have a... Oh, it's got Jack Klugman. Oh, yeah, it's one with John Stamos before he went to became famous or whatever. If you're up at 2 a.m., you can watch Dream Girl USA pageant. Where did I see that? Right there. So you might be like, yeah, you suckers that are asleep right now, you're missing out on the Dream Girl USA. All right, we're already into Thursday in 87. We know Cosby and the whole lineup on Thursday nights. Cosby, Family Ties, Cheers, Night Court, LA Law. So instead of NBA Michigan, they're showing, I'm sorry, instead of the Indiana Pacers, they're showing college Indiana basketball. Man, they're addicted to basketball in Indiana. Let's see what else. Shell, Simon and Simon. So Shell Game, Simon and Simon, and Knots Landing. Oh, and then something called Our World. So Our World and Shell Game. I don't know what either of those is. There's Shell Game. See, that's why we go through these. Now we know. Margot Kidder from Superman. They're not doctors, lawyers, detectives. So what are they doing on TV? That's a funny tagline. We know these shows here. What was that other show we're going to look for? Oh, Our World. Yeah, I saw what it was. It's some weird stuff. Ain't worth talking about. If you're staying up till 2:20 a.m., you can watch The Frozen Dead, gruesome horror film about the German scientists conducting experiments to resuscitate 1,500 Nazis who were frozen alive. Okay, you Brits are pretty crazy sometimes. You're fantasizing about Nazis. All right, Friday night, Stingray. We remember that show. Miami Vice, Crime Story. That's as good as that's what we were watching in 87. Miami Vice and Crime Story. Webster, Mr. Belvedere, Gung Ho, Dads and Starman, Scarecrow and Mrs. King, Dallas and Falcon Crest. Pretty good bunch of things to watch on Friday night. And then you got all these cable things too if you're rich enough to have cable in the 80s. Yeah, there's a Stingray show. Wasn't a big fan. We were probably kicking it with Webster and then turning on Miami Vice and Crime Story. 3 straight hours of action was too much for us. So there's that Dad's show. Don't recognize any of them. And this was based on the movie with, what's his name? He's got 2 first names. The 2 first name people always throw me off. Guy who played Batman. Yeah, there's a Time Life book thing again. Let's see if Friday Night Videos is on. Let's see if what they're showing. Friday Night Videos. Top 10 videos of 86. That would have been awesome. And their best picks for male and female artists. Doesn't say who, but that'd be a fun show to watch. I think those aren't on YouTube for copyright reasons. Otherwise, I'd say go look for some of those. Look at this guy. He's smoking too. He doesn't have his whiskey in his hand, but he's smoking. He'll tell it like it isn't, folks. That's why we count on him to tell it like it isn't. Can you make it to your next payday? Ah, that's fun. That's fun. See, they did fun ads back in the day, man. Yeah, this is that movie. They're just spotlighting it. We already saw it because we went through the whole thing here. My sister Sam. All right, that was 1987, January. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.